In 2007, 5.4 billion ringgit was spent on advertisements, proving the industry's significant contribution towards the nation's economy. The advertising industry plays a pivotal role in stimulating growth and innovation, encouraging competition, and offering more choice to the consumer. Advertising is regulated by federal, state and local government, business monitoring organizations, the media, consumer groups and the advertising industry itself. Advertising self-regulation began in 1977 with the voluntary participation of advertisers, advertising agencies and media agencies. It was tasked to ensure that advertisements commissioned, prepared and published in Malaysia conformed to the rules within the Malaysian Code of Advertising Practice. The primary object of the code is the regulation of commercial advertising. It is concerned with the advertisements for the supply of goods or services, and not with terms of business, products themselves, or other contractual matters. The code is designed to ensure that advertising in Malaysia can be trusted, is legal, decent, honest, truthful, and prepared with a due sense of responsibility to the consumer. Self-regulation aims to protect consumers' interest and ensure fair play among the competitors. The strength of the self-regulatory system depends on the long-term commitment of all those involved in commercial communications. Practitioners in every sphere share an interest in seeing that advertisements are welcomed and trusted by their audience. The advertisements must be believed and accepted by the public to ensure success. Offensive or misleading advertisements discredit everyone associated with them and the industry as a whole. The Advertising Standards Authority, ASA, was set up in 1977 to administer the advertising code. The ASA is managed by highly able and professional people from within the advertising industry. It is formally supported financially, morally and practically by the advertising industry. Its chief tasks are to promote and enforce high standards in advertisements, to investigate complaints and ensure that the system works in the public interest. Advertisers bear principal responsibility for the advertisements they produce and must be able to prove the truth of their claims to the ASA. The advertisers have a duty to make their claims fair and honest and avoid causing offence. Advertising agencies have an obligation to create advertisements that are accurate, ethical and do not offend or mislead. Publishers and media owners recognize that they should disseminate only those advertisements that conform to the code. As the administrator of the code, all the associated media are committed to accepting the rulings of the ASA committee as binding. In assessing an advertisement's conformity to the terms of the code, the primary test applied will be that of the probable impact of the advertisement as a whole upon those likely to see it. Due regard will be paid to each part of the content and to the nature of the medium through which it is conveyed. Claims that are judged by the ASA committee to be offensive or unverifiable will be deemed contrary to the code. The advertiser will then be asked to act promptly to amend or withdraw it. The Malaysian Code of Advertising Practice and the self-regulatory framework that exists to administer it were designed and have been developed to work within and complement legislation designed to protect consumers. The ASA has a monumental task, as it covers all advertisements within the print media, billboards, leaflets and labels amongst many others, all of which account for over 60% of the country's advertising expenditure. Their role includes investigating complaints from any source against advertisements and promotions in non-broadcast media. The advertisers are then told of the adjudications reached by the ASA committee with recommendations to withdraw or amend the disputed advertisement. Meanwhile, a number of sanctions exist to counteract advertisements that conflict with the code. These include denial of media space, adverse publicity from the ASA's rulings, as well as imposition of sanctions by the industry's professional associations. Today, members of the ASA include the Malaysian Advertisers Association, Association of Accredited Advertising Agents Malaysia, Malaysian Newspaper Publishers, and Media Specialists Association. Unquestionably, advertising offers considerable benefits to marketeers and consumers alike. To ensure the continued success of the advertising industry, advertisers and consumers need to work together to ensure that advertising is used intelligently, ethically and responsibly for the benefit of all.